second. And we're back. I'm going to show you a few things. First light. We've got a tower. This is a TV tower over here that's collapsed. About a 200-300 foot tower. It's been sheared off and it's collapsed and fallen into two. We've got some towers off here. Just down here, you look. Roofs are down here. The buildings over here have been blown out. Number of buildings downtown, the windows have been blown out. Number of roofs are off. A lot of the structures here. I got a building wall over here. It's collapsed off the side. Chase buildings take moderate to heavy damage. It looks like it got a lot of buildings blown out glass. The upstairs on all these buildings over here are blown out. Those are all upstairs offices are blown out. You can see the furniture, the windows blown in. Got a roof off over a big building over here. Don't know what happened over there, but a big building. This tower has collapsed into multiple buildings off here, immediately to my east here, about 100 feet, about 100 yards, and it sheared off completely and fell into buildings. And Jeff, look at the tower. Then we got this area back to the west here. Hang on just a minute. Just a second here. Send out another text. Just a second. Second. 1 second here. What? That's what I'm using. That's what I'm using.
Maybe another 30 minutes we get the drone up.
What?
30 more minutes, we can get a drone up, baby.
Just bear with me here. Okay, everybody, let's just stand out twigs. Everybody stay by with me here. There's a lot going on. Got stuff going on. Let me get first look. Just bear with me here. So, lights now come up so I can see. I've got a collapsed tower. This television tower over to my east. Let me shut this off. And, okay. Turn that off. Go up around this wall. Looks like the car took some damage. There's lots of damage downtown. It stopped. These are all these buildings have been blown out. It's probably 30, 40 floors up. You can see the extent of the damage. It's pretty extensive. And the buildings, everything's blown through the buildings. The buildings have been blown. The upstairs has been blown. Looks like the wind knocked the fire extinguishers out of that. Crazy. I'll put this back up here. It got blown out. Wow, that's amazing. Tore that out of the fire extinguishers out. Okay. Trying to see. Looks like there's water. I don't know how deep it is. I have no idea. Doesn't look like much water came into downtown as they predicted. These hurricanes. I see some water. I don't see it in downtown. there may be parts of the area that are underwater. Maybe probably this back bay. I'm hearing this back bay over here, the north side of the bay. It's underwater. I see water's very high on the back bay. Not on this side, but over on the north side. It's over the interstate. I can see. It looks like the water. I can't get over there, but I can tell you right now, the water is way high over to my probably on the I-10. It looks like on the back bay over here, the water's way up in the trees. It's the middle level of the trees. It's gonna be hard to see. Let's see if I can zoom in for you guys. There's this first light. There's the water. It looks like it's way over the road there. So there's I-10 coming down and it dips there. That bay, probably 90 there. It looks like the water's back on that backside bay. Looks like this hotel right here has got water. It's up pretty high. See that? Looks like the water's over there. So this part of downtown, but on the back side where the water surged north there, around the northwest side here, it looks like there's water possibly into some buildings over there. Again, it's not in our location. There's so much debris on the roads here. We do have, I understand, just some people trying to get out, but I understand there's a tremendous amount of debris. We're going to start moving. If we can get out and start moving and filming stuff, we will. There's some of the roofs over here. Now there's a building over here. We get the cars. The building that apparently part of it collapsed. I don't know how big it was. If the wall came off the building or something to that effect. We'll see what it does here. Be nice when the sun's completely up and we're getting rid of the clouds and the wind dies down. It's still gusting about 50 here now, but the rain has stopped, which is good. Let me pull this back out. Yep. We'll be out of here soon. I know search and rescue and things like that are spinning up right now. We got the police and fire in this building. They told us that they're gonna start going through the city, find out what's open, what's closed, and the debris. So we'll start getting all this figured out. Okay, here's I'm not sure about these buildings down here I'm looking at, what they are. Looks like a lot of roof damage in some of these buildings. You see the roof's been ripped off. The roof's been ripped off. Several of these buildings in there. There's people still in the parking garages over here to the east, west there. That's the main building. It blew out both sides of the building. Winds are really hard out southwest. I understand there's some building. There's a building over here that has the walls that have come off the building and collapses in the street. Again, I've got to go look for that stuff. They haven't. There's some more rough edge. There's the deal. So just damage. I can see damage over here. There's the water on the backside of the bay. It's into it. Looks like it's into the buildings over there on the backside.
Collapsed over the bad side, Jake. It's the roof.
Another building collapsed.
Yeah, you can see the side of that building.
Which building? This brown building?
Yeah, you can see the roof. Like
Okay, we got another. Okay, so he's telling me, looks like we've got another partial roof wall facade. It's going to be the outside facade, brick facade has been sheared off on the eastern side of the building. I see what he's talking about. It's going to be the upstairs of this building, the eastern side. That upstairs has been sheared off. That corner, the upper part of that 10-story building over there, it's going to be the eastern upstairs of it has been taken. Looks like a bunch of the not close enough to brick or whatever. I'm not sure. I'm seeing. I don't want to speculate what it is. There's something over here, and I have no idea what it is. But it's looks like a building of some kind, maybe a billboard, a building, a roof, something. It's like leaning at a 45 angle, and it's over there. Something has fallen or collapsed off to my southeast. I have no idea what that building is. Okay, but we're going to be checking it out soon. All the roofs in here have been ripped off and back up. A number of the buildings downtown. There's debris all over the streets. No storm surge in my location. Back to the west, probably on the northwest side of the bay, and the I-10 bridge over here. The backside of the bay definitely has storm surge up there. For sure, the water's into the trees. I can see it from here, but not on my side of town. bay, on this side of the bay, having storm surge in my streets here right now. And I don't think we're going to. The hurricane's pulling away. We've got southwest winds. There's other structures that have fallen back south of here. Just like walls and roofs have come off, and we'll figure it out. But probably this TV tower over here is more of a substantial. I can't get up high enough to assess that situation. It looks like there's Jason. Jason, I got emergency vehicles on these buildings over here, so we must have this tower fell into probably multiple buildings over here. Oh, that's right. It hit the building. The roof is. It looks like the roof has collapsed. On that, it's going to be the south of the tower. It looks like part of that fell into that building, collapsed. It's crushed, and then the tower crumpled and it fell back to the northwest, and it's laying on buildings down in the parking lot as well as onto another building here. This is downtown Lake Charles. Looks like that's a TV tower that's collapsed. They have called me. It's a local television station. Their engineers have called me, and they asked me as soon as I can get over and take some pictures to send them on a phone. They've reached out to me and asked if I could take a couple quick pictures and send it to them. They're trying to assess it and get back on the air on how extensive the damage is, but they'll probably watch the live feed right now. And but anyway, the tower looks like it broke about midpoint. I'd say major tower collapse downtown. There's lots of damage, folks. I'm just in a very tiny, little 5 block by 6 block area. I've got emergency vehicles now. They're not running hot or anything, but I've got ladder engine trucks coming now, starting to deploy on the streets of downtown Lake Charles. Are starting to go out and assess damage. I'm sure they're trying to figure out what's damaged and where streets need to be cleared, and if people called for help, that they're now able to start run those calls out now because the winds are starting to get under 50, so they can respond to calls. And I don't know what those calls are. So far, the cell service is up. Okay. There are a lot of something pretty crazy has happened just to my southeast here, guys. I don't want to speculate. I know there's that up there from my building days. That don't look right. That building is like at a 45-degree angle. I don't know what that was. I don't know if it's a roof. I don't know if the building collapsed over there. I don't know what it is. But we'll check it out here shortly. The wires and the cables off the cell tower here is the ripped off tower. The 4-legged tower, the big tower has stayed. It's just the TV tower is one that's collapsed. That's it. We're going to leave this immediate area shortly. There's the tail end, there's the south end. Literally, I'm looking to the northwest of the city. This is the south end of the hurricane and the rain. Southwest of me, it's starting to clear out. Clearing out, no rain. And this is the southeast end of the hurricane, and the winds are now in the southwest at about probably 50 over the city. They're going that direction around the bottom of the hurricane. And the hurricane, the back end of the wall of rain, and the high winds police and fire are going to start going out in the city and looking at what's happened and assessing damage. We're going to damage assessment teams are going to be deploying all across Louisiana. I would expect Coast Guard damage assessment teams will also be deployed along the coastline, and those planes will be up shortly, if not already in the air, coming to do flyovers of the damage areas if we got search and rescue, those kind of things, so we can figure out this building downtown. There's still some glass falling, insulation falling from the skyscraper. And what I understand earlier by local authorities here, during the night when the glass started blowing out of this building here, there were some either homeless people or somebody somewhere in this area, over this area right here in this parking garage. As the wind blew out, the glass shattered and fell down on some, I understand it was a homeless person or homeless people in this area, parking garage, and they were cut pretty severely. And they were triaging the person because the ambulance couldn't respond. So the local police and fire that were in our building was across the street in this building here, triaging the person around, I believe it was around 1:30 or 2 a.m. this morning after the glass came out of that building and injured a couple people. I'm sure there's lots of them on the road. They're not moving yet. Hurricane is. Winds are really ripping. Sounds like here in sounds like air equipment. Okay, police are now leaving our building with convoys. Police are leaving our building with convoys now. Jeff, I think this wind's gonna stay at 50 for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go down and start to look for some shit to like.
Well, be careful because there were already two guys that came back with flat tires that just came back in here.
Really?
Yeah, they're all that roofing it down there.
Yeah, it's terrific. So we've had a number of people, chasers, and people already got a number of flat tires, major nails and debris all over the city. I know of two people, but he tells me other people down here now have got flat tires because of all the debris, nails, and roofing debris across the city. It's gonna be our biggest challenge. Wow. Yeah, they're not moving. Jeff, where was that other building that collapsed, or the walls collapsed off this other building?
And if you go up
And there's a convention center or something over here, right?
yeah, on the front side, I think.
The
they
front
said.
side over there,
Yeah.
was it the brick veneer?
I don't know. They said it was on the front side.
Front side over here, they said the brick veneer was peeled away on this building, and it's the street. I don't see it. What do you got to look? There's really soft out of commercial buildings downtown near the hotels, just north of my parking garage. There's hotels over there, and see roofs off additional buildings. And actually, I've got roofs off. I'll put my head around the corner here. There's roofs off buildings just right to my east here. There's your condominiums right here. That's part of the roof. It ripped the siding off, the clad siding. Wow, it's the only piece. Wow, look this is down in this area. It's about 100 foot down. Look at that debris. Blew that door open. Roof's off there. There's roofs off there. Roofs of the hotel over here are peeled off or missing on these hotel or condos. Just to my northeast of this parking garage, there's roofs off. The whole area's got roofs off in multiple locations. You can't really see it. The north face of this high building downtown here. Wow, winds are hard out of the west here. The north face just right now pointing kind of west, southwest. So the northeast face, so that basically all four sides of this building took very heavy damage. And the north face, pointing the north, it looks like probably 25 floors were blown out on the north face, just about almost 25 floors, roughly from the ground up. Maybe it goes more, it's probably closer to 40 because I'm up 1, 2, 3. I'm up about 9 stories at this level, and it goes up another 25 above me. So probably 35 floors of this big high-rise building to my west here that have been blown out. What this is. Wow, that's a piece of flying debris. So we're just give you a quick tour. We're gonna move here a little bit and start assessing damage in the area. We'll start stream again shortly. Thank you.